Shalom Israel. Once again, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect, beginning with the 144,000. As always, I pray that this short and brief lesson is as edifying as it possibly can be to the hopeful elect. And I will entitle this one here, Lost and Found with the Motb. Lost and Found with the Motb. And fair use, fair use. This is for educational purposes only. I am not making any money off of this. And this is from something that I heard on the radio. All right. So I looked it up. And this is I guess this is some type of, I don't know what radio, what news station this is, but anyways, Mississippi dog found in D-Land 5 years later, which is in Florida. All right, so.
It's the kind of reunion no one saw coming. A dog missing for 5 years, found hundreds of miles away from home here in Florida.
West 2's Volusia County reporter Pamela Combe shows us how one family's hope and a tiny microchip made it all possible.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I know.
After 5 long years apart, Penny the Chihuahua mix is finally going home to Mississippi.
We weren't going to give up.
The 6-year-old dog vanished from her family's yard, and for years, no one knew what happened to her.
We thought Penny was a goner for sure. Just a few months went by. We had posted her in some Facebook missing pet groups, and we never got any bites. So we just assumed that she had moved on with life with a new family, and indeed she did.
It's unclear where Penny has been all this time, but one thing is certain: she's healthy, happy, and very well fed.
She's a little bigger. She's put on a little weight.
Volusia County Animal Services Director Angela Medema believes Penny had been in someone's care for quite some time.
With her condition being so good, it's conceivable that somebody would have cared for her. Now, she could have even gone through a couple different homes at this point. We really don't know her background or anything like that.
How Penny ended up in DeLand remains a mystery, but last week she was spotted wandering the streets and found by Brianna Rideout.
I put up posters at the intersection. My boyfriend and I knocked on, every door for about a block radius around us. We made friends with many neighbors, but no one claimed her. No one knew who had maybe lost her.
On Monday, Penny was taken to the county shelter, and a simple microchip scan changed everything. Her original owners, the Taylors, got the call they never expected.
So there you have it, right? And just imagine this being a person, a child, all right? These devils have been using gradualism to introduce, subtly introduce the acceptance, the use of this microchip technology, which is the Motb, in which they're in this video alone promoting it as tiny and simple, non-evasive. All right, it's a simple something you get done, and it's so beneficial compared to how much it you don't even notice it. It doesn't bother you. It should be a no-brainer. And like I said, they've been using this on pets for the longest. And stories like these have been used to promote the acceptance of that technology. But it's going to be forced on the masses of the people, all right? And by the time it's introduced, it replaces this cash, the use of cash, all right, the use of paper trails, people are going to be so convinced because of all of the benefits, all of the abilities that it comes with. You know, most people are going to volunteer to get it, and others, you know, will put up little to no fight. They might not be, they might be against it at first, but eventually, once they see majority of the people accepting it, and they see how difficult it is to live without it, more people, a lot more people are going to accept it, in as far as getting it implanted into their bodies, into their family members, into their children. So, again, right?
Monday, Penny was taken to the county shelter, and a simple microchip scan changed everything. Her original owners,
right, a simple microchip changed everything. All right. So, right, it was, it was put up everywhere, like breaking news, like it's a big deal. This ugly ass dog, who really cares, right? But it's the story behind it. It's a lost and found story, and who doesn't like the idea of being able to easily find lost items. All right, think about, again, going back to gradualism and, them subtly under the radar introducing the use of this technology, right? You think of Find My iPhone, where people are so used to now, they've accepted the idea of being easily able to track your loved ones through their technology, through the use of their phones. If you lose your phone, you lose your headphones. You can easily track them down. Where without this technology, if you didn't have something attached to your keys or device, or if someone didn't call the number on your dog's collar, your belongings will be lost forever, right? So, AI overview, right? A Mississippi dog, Penny, was found in Florida 5 years after she went missing, right? Kidnappings, right? Those Amber Alerts, all those would be reduced and promoted as, if enough people, if everyone has this technology, then no one would be able to be kidnapped. No one would be able to be robbed. No one would lose anything. So it provides a level of comfort. It says the 6-year-old Chihuahua mix was discovered in Volusia County, Florida, and her microchip was key to reuniting her with her owners, right? Importance of microchipping. Jumping down, the reunion highlights the importance of microchipping pets, as it was the only way to identify Penny and reconnect her with family. All right, so as you know, or as you should know, Revelation 13 and 16 is the prophecy, and this technology is the fulfillment of that prophecy. All right, verse, it says 16, and Esau, Edom nation, so-called white men, beginning with the top banking families of this world, of this planet, the wicked in which the earth was given into their hands, And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, no matter your status, no matter your financial status, all right, no matter where you are, everyone is going to be affected. Everyone is going to be introduced with this change, a part of them looking to establish their new world order system, their beast system, one world government, one world army, one world money system, one world religion. All right. And I've heard rumors of that one world religion being some type of, basically a rewritten Bible. I don't know how true it is, but basically the Bible will possibly be rewritten, more than likely possibly by AI, and they're going to try to get rid of the doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, of the Hebrew Israelites, of the prophets of the Lord. All right, they don't want you to, when you think about the Bible, they want you to only think about however they totally rewritten and changed the scriptures. All right, because people complain and make the accusation that the Bible has been tampered with, but they can't explain how. They don't understand how. The word, first of all, the word of the Lord is pure to his elect, to those that he's gifted to understand the scriptures. All right, and that's why we give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, because they are the they are the first and primary, all right, teachers of getting into the meaning of words. And because of that, we understand that the King James version of the Bible has not been tampered with. It has only simply been translated, all right, and through the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, it can be trusted, all right. But there are different translations in which it, they totally butcher the scriptures. They totally give you a different interpretation of what scripture should mean. They actually take scriptures out and totally change things. All right. The Jehovah Wickedness Bible. All right. Just to think of one. So you got to watch those translations after the King James version. All right. And even with the King James version, we're taught, all right, and teach to go into the original words in the Greek, Hebrew, and Latin. So it says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. All right, and the word is charagma, and it's something that has to cut into your skin. All right, it says in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? That Neuralink technology and similar technologies, that brain implant, connecting you with computers, all right, making you, basically like cyborg. All right, that's the highest level of that technology, the use of that technology. You can get the regular micro C hip, anywhere in your body, more than likely your hand. It's small as a grain of rice, all right, and it's implanted through a syringe, all right. It's as simple as you going to the doctor's visit and getting vaccinated, getting a shot, right? A pretty much simple non-invasive procedure is, you can have that, or you can have, a more complicated surgery, on your brain, Which, if you're doing that, you're totally sold into the benefits of that's going to be attached with that, or you're totally desperate. All right. Either way, if you receive that mark, you're done for. You're missile food. But anyways, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, which is 666. All right. Which is the number of the wicked, Esau, Edom. All right. And so, though, this dog wasn't able to buy or sell with that technology, all right, that same technology will be used, all right, by humans to replace cash, to replace all forms of business transactions. Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, all right, you get down with the New World Order, all right, by receiving that microchip and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture. No mercy, right? No grace. Ain't no you can't pause. You can't say time out. Ain't no timeouts, right? Which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, righteous anger, and he shall be tortured with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right, Yahweh Shah, the angels and the elect, gathered up into the heavens on the so-called UFOs or UAPs, which are the chariots of God. All right, are going to witness and watch the thermonuclear destruction. All right, verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever for a very long time, and they have no rest day nor night. Who worship the beast is no way you're going to be able to be comforted, all right, if you are not delivered from the thermonuclear missiles. It says, who worship the beast and his image. You receive that microchip, whether you believe it or not, whether you accept it or not, you are given into a form of worship. You are voluntarily allowing Esau, Edom to rule over your spirit, your mind, and your body, and you are rejecting the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shah, the Word, and you cause Jesus Christ to rule over you, over your life. And who you're rejecting the kingdom of heaven being established. It says, and whosoever receiveth his mark, the mark of his name. So that's it with that. Oh, Salakia, this is Proverbs 14:12. There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. All right, so no matter how much benefits, if it were possible, they would deceive the very elect. There would be great and many benefits, but not enough for the elect to be deceived in accepting that microchip. All right, and if you don't believe that the Motb is the microchip technology, then more than likely you're in the wrong spirit and you're gonna wind up taking it. All right, but you have been warned. The men of the Lord, the prophets, have been trying to put you on game and teach you the truth about this prophecy for decades. All right, so if you take that's on you, and you're not gonna make it. You'll be found, if you belong to the 12 tribes of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you will be found to be part of the 2/3 portion of the wicked of the nation of Israel. All right. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory forever and ever to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect, beginning with the 144,000. Shalom.